Hey there, welcome back guys. In this video, we're going to cover demonetization, monetization, and copyright strikes on your YouTube channel. I've been through part of it, but thankfully I can help keep you out of it, hopefully. Hopefully you haven't gone down the rabbit hole and you've gotten that copyright strike where you've got a strike, but I'm going to show you how to avoid a strike. And without any further ado, let's get started. Let's get into the nitty gritty, because you want to be able to create videos and maybe you want to use the music. Maybe you can't use the music. Maybe you don't know how to find music. So come, let's just dive into it. And I'll share with you an email that I got. Thankfully, I didn't get stricken, but I could have been struck. All right. So as you can see here, you get an email. Copyrighted content has been detected in your video. How to make Instagram Reels with DJI Neo. How to make YouTube Shorts with DJI Neo Drone. As a result, your video can no longer be monetized and has been blocked in one territory. Which territory? I'm not sure. I'm sure if I dig deeper, I can find out. The copyright owner may be either monetizing it or receiving analytics about it in other territories. This is not a copyright strike and does not affect your channel, which is great. I could use the song, but I can't make any money on it, which means that if that video went viral or if I made $200, $100 on it, forget it. You just won't make anything on it, 0 cents. Okay, so knowing that and moving forward, but I did make sure, I knew this would happen, I did make sure that I could use the song. And the way to do that is you go here in your YouTube studio, right? And if you look here at the bottom, see it says creator beta. If I go to customization, brings me here. And if I go to create a music beta, I can type in any song. And let's say I type in, it's gonna, gonna be me. Oh, and it auto populates, see? And there it is, in sync, it's gonna be me. And you see there's a slash on the $sign, which is great. But you see it says using this track will not affect your video's visibility, but will make it ineligible for monetization. Shorts monetization will not be affected. So if I use it on a shorts, it won't be affected. But as you can see, it's just hit or miss. And as you can see, I use part of the track, but I guess there's a little welcome back to everything that glitches. It's not gonna work out that way. But sometimes you can split the revenue. As you see here, it's going to be me. If I use that one, it just meaning I get part and they get part. And if you have a $0 slash, you won't be able to use any of it. There's another one, I think it's called, another one that we use during the holidays. I think it's called Nick and Rick, or Rick and Nick. No, I think it's Rick and Nick. It's so confusing. Rick and Nick holiday. There it is right there. See? Dance, we usually play that during the holidays on our live stream, but let's see what happens when we click it. As you can see, there's no monetization. See that? It's a slash. Bummer. And if I click on it, I see right down here, it says you can use this track, but it will make your video ineligible for monetization. But they don't really share the fact that sometimes it can be blocked in some territories, which is a little bit of a bummer too. But that's okay. If you like the song, use it. If it's part of your creative process, and sometimes it's hard to find a song, but I could use any of these songs. If you buy it, $4.99. But I didn't find anything that sort of like went with the flow of what was happening at the time. But $4. Just think, if you pay $4, you could make maybe $100 on that video. So you got to weigh your options. And for me, I wasn't thinking about making money on the video. Sometimes you don't think about making money. Sometimes you just think about, oh, that'll be a nice, cool, fun video to make. So you got to think about that too. Whether you're going to make money on it, whether it's copywritten, whether you're going to get a strike on it. Because remember, if you get a strike, 3 strikes, and you'll wake up one morning and your channel will be gone. You won't be able to log in. You'll be like, oh my God, what happened? I can't get in, because your copyright's stricken or struck. And the way to find out if you have any copyright strikes on your channel, remember my email says I have not been struck. And sometimes you have to log in and see. I've uploaded videos where it says you're using copyrighted material, and when I wasn't at the time, and they were going to put a strike on the channel, and so I just deleted it. So I deleted the video before it went into dispute, because you have the right to dispute it because I believe they were using AI to check the video, and apparently it came in as an owner of someone in Asia, but it was actually here in the US. So sometimes if you're confident and sure that the content you're using was created here and the AI checker is saying it's somewhere else, you could dispute it, and then they'll clear it up. And that was cleared up on one of the videos, which was great. So I did contest one, and they cleaned it, they unlocked it, and which was fine. But if you're using content that's 100% copywritten, you'll get a strike on your channel. So be prepared to fight if you can fight the fight. But if you can't fight the fight and it's someone else's, and you don't have the right to use it, then you're pretty much going to be shit out of luck. And good luck with that, because then you have to appeal it and contest it. And only one time I did that, and I deleted the video before I was actually went to contest. I didn't contest it. I said, you know what, it's not worth it. It's not worth getting the strike. It's not. Sometimes I just choose your battles. But to see if you have any copyright, go here, matches, see that? And removals and requests, none. Messages, none. Archive, none, because I don't use anything I'm not supposed to. So if you hear a song in my video, it's because I had permission, it's because I paid for it, and it's because I didn't pay for it, but I checked to see if I could use it, and I can, but I'm not gonna make any money on it, which is fine, because for me, it was more about like creating something that fun, something just to have fun. Don't get lost in the process. Always have fun in the process. But just remember, if you use or remake someone's material, you run the risk of losing your channel, and then you wind up copyright stricken. So come up with your own ideas. Do you, be you, but don't get strikes on your channel. Use songs you can, and then you remember, go here, go to the creator music, right? And type in a song, buy the song if you're monetized. And in my case, I might buy a song, but I have to find a song that works well. Buy it. I could make $100 on $9, right? But you have to look through the library. And if you click here, right, you can buy a license, right? Or you can add a license to your, see, you buy the license, $1.99 per video. It does not expire. It's yours forever. You just buy it. That's all you got to do. And the only downside is to using copywritten stuff. A lot of times you have to do it through the YouTube channel, right? So like, for example, YouTube says I could use it. I start editing it on my phone and on the computer, and then sometimes it doesn't work like that. Sometimes when you upload a short, you have the license to use it as long as you do it through the app, right? So it says, use that song. Oh, I like that song. And then I downloaded the video, edited it, and re-added the track. And then I got an email like you saw that says, no, you can't use it. It's copyright stricken and blocked. So a lot of times you just need to do it through the YouTube channel. So let's say, look, let's see what happens if I buy a song. I don't think I have my credit card information in here. But let's see, hold on. Let's type in, it's gonna be me, right? It's gonna be me. Like you can watch that video and see it. I don't think I can sing it. All right, so zero monetizations, we click it, right? And pop, this is the category it goes into, and then I can download it. See that? Download not available, but you can use it. So you just, you figure out how to add to your library. See, or you can view it on YouTube and then download it that way through one of the applications, however you may choose to download. For me, if I see a song I like let's say, for example, look, I'm gonna go here, view on YouTube, and then make sure it mutes. Hold on, we'll cut that off, and then I go here, right, copy it, Control C, copy the URL at the top, and then I go into this program called HitPaul Converter. Okay, it's not free, but I think the first 30 seconds are free, but it's worth it if your account's monetized and you don't want to get copyright strikes. Then I go here, download, and then I click here, and it'll analyze it. It'll ask me if I want the video. So if you just want the audio, you can use the audio. So, and then I click here, not MP4, but I'm going to choose maybe the highest bit rate for MP3, kilobytes per second. And then I click download. And as you can see, it's stripping it from the YouTube video and then just and there it is. I should hear like a ding. You hear that? And it's good to go. So now I just go to downloaded. And as you can see, there it is. It's going to be me. And now I have the MP3 file I can put into my video. But again, as you saw, the only thing is that once you upload it, you're going to go here into your video. See, this is the video here, edit video. And as you can see, monetization, ineligible. See? And it's ineligible for monetization because it's a strike. Not a strike on my channel, but a strike on the audio, because yes, I can use it, but you know, can't be monetized in some countries. And go to copyright, and then you can select it to blank out the audio. Like if it's a video that you from 25 to 37 seconds, and then 45 to 101, and you select your action. Now you can erase the song, you can replace the song, you can trim out the segment, and dispute it. You can dispute it if you know you paid for it, if you know you have the license to it, etc. But if you don't, check to see if it's a song that you could use. If you could use it, keep the video. If it's not in the library, if it's not in the Creative Music library, delete it. It's not worth the fight or the strike on your channel, and losing everything because of all you had to do was pay $1.99 or $9 or $0 in this case, and just lose out on monetization for that particular video. All right, knowing that, moving forward, you can use Artlist AI. As you can see here, this is what I have. Artlist is okay. As you can see, I have the $119 for the year program. Sometimes I use for the flying scenes songs from here. They're suggesting I upgrade to the max, but I'm not crazy about their library, to be honest with you. But I use it, and then what you do is you link your channel to the Artlist. So it's like, let's say for example, it says add your channel. See right here? I add my channel, you add your link and maybe Facebook, just in case you want to add to Facebook, and then you add your Instagram, and of course your YouTube channel, and then you can show more platforms. You have TikTok, Trim, etc. And this allows you can monetize on your videos, and it automatically syncs to YouTube. But if it doesn't, let's say you have the sound effects and things like that, they don't require licensing, but it allows you to download, and it doesn't show up as a copyright material because the sound effects are so short that AI can't catch it. So it sounds like boing, ding, dong, blah, blah, blah. Don't worry about it. You can download those from anywhere. You don't need Artlist for that because AI won't catch it. But as you can see, I have access to a library of sound, so I use it from there. So I don't have to worry about it like that. So knowing that and moving forward, you have voiceover stuff that you could use, and of course, and that's pretty much. Let me see if I go back. Again, I'm not crazy about it because the music library isn't so extensive, and I'm paying $119 a year, which is fine because I can pay for that through 1 month of monetization, right? But let's say I decide, you know what, I don't like this anymore. I don't want to use Artlist AI anymore. Well, the license for those videos that you created now become blacklisted, and they might even get deleted because you no longer have it. So the license you have is only as good as long as you pay for it. Stop paying Artlist, you're done. You're no longer could use those videos. So be careful with that too, because you could use Artlist for 2 or 3 years, maybe even 10 years, right? And you could have a viral video on a loop making you like $300-400 a month, and then all of a sudden that income's gone because the video has been deleted or the track has been erased. Like you see, some territories won't see the video, and all because you didn't renew your license, or you cancel the license because you were done with it. So keep that in mind. Use material you can, and what you can do is, thankfully YouTube lets you go in, and as you saw in the copyrighted material, you can replace the song, right? Let's see what happens if I continue. What my options are. Continue, And then of course he would do it from here. Oh wow, look, I have, oh wow, let me see. It's gonna be me. Maybe you have to use it from there. There you go. You see? So you won't run into any issues if you do it from there. So you re-edit the video and then you play from here, but then you have to like tweak it, and it's not the best interface, and that's why I haven't done it. But as you can see, you take the audio from here and do it from there, and you push it to the video. You probably would do this before you go public with the video. This way, if it doesn't work out, just download it like I showed you. And as you can see, you'll just get the strike on no money for you tonight. So, you know, that covers that end of it. So as you can see, make sure you can use the song. I can't stress that. Make sure you can use the song, or even the audio, the voiceover, the video, because some people remake content. Make sure you could use the clip. If you can't, don't do it. It's not worth it, because you probably hear because you got a strike. As for how to contest it, you know, they usually ask you to create a video showing how you came up with the video, how you come up with your stuff, where do you come up with your ideas, what's your work setup, your flow, and this and that. And then I think you have to wait a couple of months, I think 90 days, right? So that's 3 months just for your appeals process to get approved. Not worth it. But if you're already going down that rabbit hole, you just got to be patient and hope that you know, you'll get out of jail, and you get to, what is it, like, do not pass go and do not collect $200 or something like that, because you won't collect anything. So it's not worth it. It really isn't worth it. And as you can see, that's why I don't do it. But I do it as long as I'm allowed to, as you can see. And that's my way of like trying to help you guys out there, that so you don't wind up in the predicament you don't want to be in. And again, make sure that if you do use Artlist, download the license, because sometimes you'll be required to upload it into a video. Sometimes it just doesn't catch, but as long as you link your account, you're fine. But as you can see, I'm not crazy about it. So just try to limit what you do and how long you do it for, or remember which videos you had copywritten material in, so that you can go back and change it. But most likely you'll know, because you'll get an email if you check your account, and you'll be like, what just happened? So knowing that and moving forward, I believe that's it when it comes to the monetization, copyright, and demonetization of your channel. Because remember, using stuff you're not supposed to will demonetize you. And the power of Christ will not compel you, because no matter how hard you fight, you'll be in YouTube jail, or whatever they call it, kind of like Quantum Leap and Oblivion in the waiting room. So that's pretty much it. Anyway, I hope this video helped you. If you have any comments or questions, feel free to leave them down below, or ideas for other videos. Remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time.